just so you guys can actually hear what it sounds like right next to them. Hi, my name's Michele. I'm one of the keepers here at the Aquarium of the Pacific. And this is penguin time. For some reason, they're getting very vocal in the last couple of days. Everybody is making sure their voices are heard. And when you're sitting up here next to them, it's quite loud. And so a lot of times people who watch us on the camera, because you can go on explore.org and actually hear our penguins or see our penguins as well. And a lot of times you don't get to hear them. Well, that's what it sounds like. Really, really loud. And Matt's in here. That's their version of a duet. Very nicely done. The Sonny and Cher of penguins. Now, what you're also hearing is I just opened up the nest boxes, and when we give our penguins, hello there, Gats. When we give our penguins medicine, we have to keep them away from the chicks that we have because we don't want the parents giving them the medicine as well. So we cordoned off the nest boxes, so one parent will be with the chick and the other parent will be out here digesting. And when we let them, everybody back in, there's a lot of, yay, you're back, and, or where were you kind of thing. And so there's a lot of vocalizations within the nest boxes. But just recently, just recently, we've been having a lot of the penguins who are out here start vocalizing as well. And the big thing for them is one will start and then the others will start, and you'll have a true cacophony of penguin vocals. Some of them can be a little bit more aggressive, and you can see right there in the water. Yes, this is Gats behind me. He's our youngest. Now, if he wasn't behind me, you can see that he looks a little bit different. And that's because he doesn't have this double black band that you see on the adult penguins. He is actually classified as a juvenile. He was he was hatched last year around this time. And when he goes through his molt, he will end up looking just like these guys. Now, that vocalization is also a way that they can, are you hungry now? Or you just, sometimes they don't like when Gats comes up here. Let me put down my clipboard. We give them an opportunity to eat 3 times a day. And it is like, if you have children, it's like feeding your 3-year-old. Sometimes they will like it. Good girl. Sometimes they will not. Gats, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Penguins are very territorial about their homes. And as you can see, she rushed in to make sure that he would not go in there. Now, you're hearing the vocalizations of the penguins that are with the offspring. And they're just vocalizing back and forth. Their chicks are actually vocalizing. That's actually a little bit harder to hear. And because they are, we want to keep them nice and calm. That's what you do with the home wrecker. Oh, Gats, you'll never learn. But you'll actually have them vocalizing to each other, and that's when the chicks are telling the parents, hey, I'm hungry, can you bring me some food? And thank you so much for not getting that on me. If you didn't know, penguins can actually shoot their fecal about 3 to 4 feet. So there are many days that I come home smelling quite lovely. It's amazing that I have a master's degree. Hi, yes. Are you hungry? Are you just going to go try to do that again? I don't think so. But like I said, a lot of times people wonder about our penguins, why is there no ice anywhere? These are actually temperate penguins, so they don't require ice. They're found off the coast of South America, up and down that coastline. We actually have 4 birds that are what we call wild because they were stranded at a very young age. They were looking for food. They couldn't find it. There was a mass stranding of over 1,000 birds, and there are 25 birds that were actually too ill to be put back into the wild population. The government of Brazil was going to euthanize them, but they did call us first. And when I mean call us, I'm talking about the North Pacific Magellanic penguin colony. And they asked if we wanted them. There were 4 facilities that said yes: the Aquarium of the Pacific, SeaWorld, San Francisco Zoo, and Monterey Bay Aquarium. And we said, yes, we'll take those 25. Out of the 25, 16 survived. We have 4 of those 16, and it's really important because they are wild genetic stock that was not part of our program prior. And we actually have been very lucky that 2 of those animals that we had, Kate and Avery, came from Brazil, and they have mated up, and so they have golden eggs, we like to call them, and they actually had an offspring. We're cautiously optimistic with all of our penguin chicks right now, and we say that just because penguin chicks, both in an exhibit setting and in the wild, do have some difficulties until they reach the ripe old age of 6 months. So we want to make sure that we keep them nice and healthy. You'll notice that if you watch us on explore.org, we started off with 4 little nest boxes that we had to cordon off. Now we're down to 2, and that is because we took 2 of the offspring out, and they are in our back holding area. And we do that because the penguins actually the little chicks get really curious and they start to head out this way, but we need to make sure that they are nice and safe. And this exhibit, since it is slanted, they could roll into the water, and they are not built for that as of yet. And so what we do is we pull them at that point and really make sure to start getting them used to us. And if you notice, I can come up here and I can do tactile on them, and that's because we have built up a relationship with these animals, and they know us. They know that we're not going to do anything harmful to them. They know that we bring food, and they will take food from us because we build up that relationship. And that relationship is one of the most important things that I do here at the aquarium, be it with our seabirds, our marine mammals, all of the animals that I work with. A positive relationship is really important, and we do everything with positive reinforcement. So if I ask them to go someplace, or if I need to look at their babies, they know that I am not going to hurt them. So they'll allow me to take the chick, weigh it. We weigh the chicks every day to make sure that they're getting fed, and making sure that we start building that relationship really early. Now we have a little interloper on the top there. We have a snowy egret that just popped in. Now, they're always looking for a free ride, and so I will probably pretty much end pretty soon because it looks like I'm not getting any more takers on the food. But I just wanted to have you guys hear what I'm hearing in here, because it's definitely not as loud. Everybody wants to get into the act. Well, I would like to say thank you all for coming to the aquarium, because your admission does help us take care of all of our animals. So for myself and all the penguins here and their loud, loud voices, we hope you enjoy the rest of your day here. Thank you.